Day 23 of my 100-day meditation experience. My name is Alan Brock, and I am of the company Ground Your Divinity, which I am creating, and just here sharing my meditation experience these 100 days for the benefit of all, for my own enlightenment, and however it flows. So, what's kind of come up for me today, and this will be a very brief scope. In fact, this is actually part of what's come up for me today, as I have somewhere I've chosen to be in about 20 minutes. That's about a 15-minute drive. So that puts a very small window for this scope. And there was a piece of me originally when I was going to do this that said, okay, I'm going to get on, I'm going to scope, I'm going to do what I do. And then this piece popped into my head. Well, I hope nobody asks too many questions. Hey, what's up? How you doing, man? I hope all is well. And so there's a piece of me that came up that was like, oh, I hope nobody asks too many questions today because I got somewhere I got to be, and all of the above. And then it started to shut me down. That fear and that anxiety and that resistance to the outside started to kind of shut me down a little bit internally. And I was like, that's not really a productive place or a useful or loving place to come from. And then it kind of hit me, okay, I let that marinate for a little bit and started, watching myself. And why is that? Well, okay, there's this underlying thought that says if somebody comes in and asks a bunch of questions, then, I need to answer all those questions. And then if I do that, I'm not going to have the time. And it was completely discounting my own master consciousness. We've talked about this a couple times, this victim versus master idea. And, with love, I'm here to serve as I can. At the same time, I have other things going on in my life that I choose to honor as well. And I noticed that there's this desire for approval. There's this desire for, and I feel like at one level or another, we all have this deep inside, this desire to be liked by other people, to be approved by other people, for them to, look kindly upon us, we're doing a good job, whatever. And so there's that sense, and that tends to outweigh honoring what we really feel for ourselves inside. And so there's this sense of, okay, I'm trying to build a scope following, and I want to do what I can. And when these people come on, I want to give them a good scope and offer insight and answer their questions. So I got to do that because I'm trying to get their love and their approval, and all that stuff started rolling through, and that would cause me to dishonor myself. So if I have somewhere I choose to leave for in the next 3 minutes, the scope I have is going to be about 3 more minutes. And there'll be tomorrow's scope and the next day that, will be more open. People can ask more questions. But I guess, just like I said, the biggest thing for me to see is how we dishonor ourselves in that seeking for approval from other people. And I guess, antidote to that, well, 2 thoughts. One is there's some people are like, dude, that's not a problem. If I don't want to do shit, I just don't do shit. And I say no. And I don't have to do anything I want to do. Well, be aware that there's 2 sides of the pendulum. Some people, it's very, very easy for them to say no. Some people, it's very, very hard for them to say no. Both extremes tend to come from ego, whether it is, I don't feel good about myself and I got to get that love from other people, and so that's an egoic thing, or whether it's I'm my own man, I can do whatever I want to do, I don't have to say shit, yada, 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 and so we go to the other side. It's still an ego-based thing. Truth comes from a recognition that we're all one, and balancing, honoring ourselves and honoring the people around us, and living in a space of harmony. And so all of that comes from just a deep inner connection to soul. Our soul will guide us whatever is highest in the moment. That's what I'm really beginning to wake up to. And so whatever is best, balancing the needs of ourselves, the needs of other people, since in the grand scheme of things, there's only one of us here anyway. Just open up inside, connect, let yourself be led. At the same time, like I said, master consciousness, honor whatever is inside of you. And if you have made a choice, there's no need to seek approval or to have that energy shut down, like, oh, I got to do this, I can't do this, yada, yada, from other people. Come from whatever you do. It's not what we do, it's how we do it. And so come from a place of love, come from a place of service, come from a place of gratitude, come from a place of connection with whatever you do, no matter what that is, and no matter how much time or how little time you have. And that will help change the world. So, with that, Have a phenomenal day. I love you. I hope you guys got some value out of that, and I will see you tomorrow. Be blessed.